2, 3, 4. If I were the devil, first thing that I'd do is I'd come off like I ever gave a damn about you. I'd let you catch a peek of all your greatest desires. Then I'd watch the flames in your eyes burn like hellfire. Find all the wolves in the land, and I'd make them fight each other tooth and nail and hand to hand. Find all the sheep, make them stir up the pot, 'cause once the wolves have killed each other, sheep are what I want. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if he's red, and I don't know if he's blue. One thing that I know, we need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. As I placed that thorny crown on my furrowed brow, well, I'd shine in all the tears of joy yelling from the crowd. I want to brainwash the parents, and I have the world. I'll be in every schoolhouse lecturing little boys and girls. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. The one thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. For my final act, tell you what it'd be. I have everyone so medicated they could never see. My cloven hooves on horned head would be all disguised. And the best part of it all is they comply with their demise. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see. Well, I'd witness all the atrocities, and it'd probably frighten me. So I'd run back home with a story to tell. I'd tell all my demon friends that I always preferred hell. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see.
Then come to me, you weary and heavy laden. I will give you rest. I have much planned for you, Simon, including hard things. Just keep your eyes on me. I promise.
Boom, what is up? Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Unspecified Podcast at a reasonable hour.
A reasonable hour.
Thank you, Lord. All right, man, we got a lot to get into, and we got a lot of folks to say what's up to. Craig the Hunter, good to see you, brother. Brofist, Sharon Steinspring, always good to see you. Charmed Life Lady, what's up, my dog Thor. James Floyd, John Gone. I know I probably always say your name wrong. Patriot Lady, it's good to see you. Anti-Jack. Anti-Jack. I'm just kidding, man. I know it probably wasn't you. Probably. I'm just joking, man. I'm kidding. Good to see everybody tonight, man. We got a lot to get into. We're going to try and not get bogged down. Just talking about the world and things in it. And there's a lot going on. And I would definitely be doing the things I need to do to get ready.
Right.
And focus on that. But at the same time, to not, don't let the bad take away the good. Yeah, don't let the bad going on take away your mood or your attitude. Now is a time to be like head on a swivel, and to be vigilant. That's right. And there are plenty of resources out there that go into talking about all that and how you can get better at it,
And as if we're not distracted enough, we are quickly approaching the holiday season. So even more distractions, things coming up.
Yeah. Nicholas Campbell, what's up, dude? I hope you're having a good time at work, and hopefully we can make it a little bit better. Jorge, what is up, man? Good to see you. Had an awesome stream over at Independent Mini United's channel last night. That's right. It was a ladies' night, and you can. I suggest you guys go check that out. It was a good hangout.
It was.
At the very least, go subscribe to Independent Mini United.
That's right.
And let's help grow her channel because she has an ability to bring folks together. Yeah. And I think that's what we need.
Right. And I like it because it flows in and out. It's not just like we'll talk about last night we got into some pretty, kind of deep topics, or topic, I should say. And then flows into music and then, and some really great artists over there. It's just been
so much talent over there. Oh my gosh. I have met so many of my new favorites over there. That's right. From her stream. Favorites in music. But other than that, actions, not distractions. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Cody, good to see you, man.
I keep gearing myself up because I really want to do a karaoke. I really want to sing karaoke one night.
Let us know if that's something you want to do.
No, hold on.
Well, because I was wanting to do a panel, and I wanted to open it up to you guys, but, it's really participation based, because other than that, it's like you getting up there with not much to talk about.
That's right.
And waiting.
So I did it. When I was cleaning the cabin today, I put the music on, and I recorded myself just to see how bad it was, and it was still pretty bad, so I don't think we're there yet. But I'll keep trying that when nobody's around.
I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
I think it's pretty bad. I heard it. I was there.
Thanks for dropping that link, brother. Good to see you, man. All right, well, I guess without further ado, let's get into all this. We have kind of a string of things to talk about, and not in any real particular order, so just bear with us.
Can I shameless plug real quick?
Oh, yeah, I really wanted to do that.
Okay.
First link in the description, guys. Please go check out fresh new drop.
Holiday merch.
Just, guys, go look at her new merch she made. I can't believe what she did.
It's not that great, but I've got another one in mind that I just have so much fun. Okay, guys, it's there's no obligation there. Just go look at it. It makes me feel so happy.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, like major. We're not trying to push it onto you, but.
So that's what it is, guys. Okay, it's not really. It's merchandise, but really, it's like my art gallery. A little bit.
It is.
And I can kind of sort of see how many people want to see my art. And I don't know, it's just it's vain is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna work on it.
Heathen, what's up? Good to see you.
Smash the like button.
Yeah, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Ring that bell for notifications, guys. Make sure you comment in the comment section down below. You can boost this post by helping us out in the comments section. If you feel so inclined to bless us, that would be a blessing. But please be sure to smash a like on this photo. Hopefully, on this photo. On this post, and hopefully we can earn your like.
And isn't there a way to leave a permanent comment even while we're live? Like not in the live chat?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Not while we're live.
If you've got a link to drop for yourself or another channel that you want to shout out, feel free to leave that as a comment after the show. And we'll pin them as we're able.
Yeah.
Just to promote, the community.
Yep.
So, all right, that's it. I quit. Go
All
ahead.
right. So with all that housekeeping out of the way, we will hop into our first.
What's up, Latina? What's up, Craig? What's up, Draper? What's up, KP?
What is up, Latina and Callie? Good to see you. Craig, Jacob, what's up, brother? Brofist, good evening. Draper 1. I'm sorry, you just said hey to all them folks. All right. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, as you may or may not know, Vladimir Putin, he had cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
But it's on claims a Telegram channel.
Right.
Is this a video for it?
I believe so.
Kremlin pool.
There you go, guys.
Controversial social media channel that regularly claims Russian dictator Putin is dying has alleged that the Kremlin, I guess, Supremo, had to receive emergency aid from medics after having a heart attack. I don't know.
Did y'all hear this?
I did hear about this the other night.
Right. I heard it, but I don't know if it's true. And I'm going to be honest, just seeing some flashing lights, on a street is not exactly compelling. But, Russia has controlled media and controlled internet. So, would they allow that to get out in the midst of ongoing, wars? I don't know.
What does that mean if Putin, kicks the bucket?
Right.
For everything going on right now. But, I don't know if this is necessarily true.
Right.
But
the person, I don't really even remember who we heard it from, but I remember the person said that if he did pass away, his next in line, that would not be a good thing for the world, specifically the U.S. But I don't know enough about it, and I don't remember who said it, so shame on me.
I guess we're just reporting on it.
That's right.
All right.
But I've seen him, I've seen Vladimir in the news today.
Yeah.
So, but then also you got to think that the news is kind of 24 to 48 hours behind what's happening typically, unless it's breaking,
And then there's doppelgangers.
That's right.
Perhaps, Russia on a propaganda level, it wouldn't look good if so there's always folks, propagandists trying to talk about the leader's sick, like they did after Trump.
Right.
You know what I mean? He didn't look so well. He looks terrible. You know what I mean? And then there's always the other propagandists that would try to, get rid of that story because it doesn't look good for strength. You know what I mean? And
then you hear things. So, for instance, I heard that, Russia and Germany are at odds, but I can't find anything on it. So, we're just kind of waiting to see if more comes out, I guess.
All right. Let's keep her moving. License, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Okay, so this is a fun game. It's called Guess the State.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is crazy. Nah, people come to steal everything and go around. Oh my god. Wow. This is crazy. Guys, this is crazy.
Yeah, hey, on Instagram, don't fuck with me.
Oh my god.
Alright, boy, get the fuck up out of here. No, I need a white fucking seat. What's up?
And nobody say nothing? Oh my god.
Okay, so we got one guess for Illinois. We got one guess for California.
No, I would
Okay.
say not California, because the fact that people are surprised makes me think that it's not California, because people aren't surprised there anymore. They're just like, mm-hmm. And you got to think, what are they going after? Socks. Okay. Where do we need socks? Where is the resale market for socks? Way up there. Probably somewhere northern. I'm going to guess Philadelphia or Florida.
Look, it says, CDC says, oh, look at those wonderful citizens all masked up.
That's right. That's right. There was another guy that was masked as well.
Stolen selections have consequences. Huh. I don't know what that one is. All right.
Wait, so we're not going to get any resolution? What is the state?
Well, I'm gonna guess it's California.
No.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Well, I mean, it could be,
I need
we got a
concrete
lot more
answers.
than this, though.
I'm going to have to research now. You don't need socks in California, okay? All right.
You might in the hood.
Hood socks?
Well, I mean, yeah, these socks are very quickly going to become hood socks. Very quickly here, short order. Okay, that's where they're going. In my opinion, okay, I'm not saying that, Maine, Chicago, New York, no way.
Maine, no way.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it in New York. In New York,
well, okay, socks would
Chicago?
be valuable in Maine, okay, especially if those are wool socks. Abso-stinkin'-lutely. I'm going to change my answer to Alaska, but no, I'm just kidding. You don't ever dress like that in Alaska.
no one ever steals
Oh my
wool
God,
socks.
this is crazy.
Ever.
I don't think that's fair to assume.
Wait, there's a shirt right there.
I know, that's why he was the reason I thought Florida. Because, if you're on vacation, you mask a little maybe. And look, he says Panama Canal, ocean to ocean. So this guy, he likes the ocean.
He's a sailor, ain't he?
He's an ocean lover. He's a salt lifer. Oh, look, there's my nose. There it is, hanging out again.
Oh, yeah.
I need a shield or something right here that says don't cross this line. Just come right up to here and don't go no further.
Socks for Ukraine, huh?
All right. Moving on.
Keep her moving here. So this is a situation that was unfolding. Minneapolis man just drove through Palestine protest.
We're starting to get into some of the Israeli conflict here. This is the domestic side of it. Like Landon said, Minneapolis. This was this weekend.
Motherfuckers, where you going now? He not going nowhere now. He not going nowhere now. Hold up. He not going nowhere now. He not going nowhere now. Hey, watch out! Motherfucker just ran.
So,
What did they expect him to do? Get out and talk about it? It
I
didn't
know.
seem like the proper time.
Indy, what's up? Good to see you, man. It was a good time at the
That man
ladies'
looks
night.
in distress. It's hard for me to see one person in distress and gangs. Just look at how many people are there. But that is in Minneapolis, and actually we have a different view of that. And if you notice,
More of a conclusion, really.
right? If you notice that it said find him. And it wasn't just one source. Like I saw multiple places that were saying that, basically people were given the okay to go find this guy. I don't know if they have. I don't know what's going on, but.
All right. You want to go to that? So this is the same guy, right?
Yes.
So this is his car right here. And they're pulling him out of it.
Baby, come on. I'm right here. I know. KBL 047. KBL 047. KBL 047. Everybody out of the street! Everyone out of the street!
it didn't seem that he necessarily wanted to hit anyone. It seemed like he was just trying to get out of there.
Right. So he's sick of being in traffic and trying to get out was the
Which is
impression
not
I
a good
got.
excuse to be running a car near folks, you know, because they, you know, I saw another video of a guy, I think maybe Jersey or something, where I guess, you know, maybe he was even trying to attend a parade, but he like disobeyed DOT barricades and
Yep.
he blew through. That happened recently. I could probably find a video of it.
Well,
but-
and during the riots, there was a lot of, you know, there were several parades where vehicles were used. And you know what I think of is actually, I think it was in the 90s in Los Angeles, there was a riot. And I think it was around the time of the Rodney King, like incident, and there were riots going on. And anyway, there was this trucker that literally on live TV got pulled out of his truck and beaten relentlessly. I mean, like they shattered his skull on live and I mean, it's a helicopter, so you don't, but you can see that there's blood, and that man survived. The man that was attacked. And so like he had these life impairments. This man survived. That he, you know, they did have the door open for a while, and
yeah, they didn't get him out.
They didn't get him out. He got through. But because of that happened, you know, in Los Angeles, when I see mobs of people like this, I get a little anxious over it, because it's like, oh my gosh, you know, in like large groups like this, herd mentality is a real thing.
Mob mentality. People think less.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
And so, and then even if there is a rational voice, it doesn't get heard. Like
No.
the woman on the bullhorn even screaming, "Get out of the road." All he can do is turn around. She was trying to like, let's just avoid this situation. But the people chasing him down are like, no, like they want the confrontation. I don't know.
I wanted to say what's up to Rescue and Colt and a few others. Robert, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Right Buddies for Life. And Taryn and License, I appreciate that, dude. Do you mind going to turn that fan off over there?
Oh, okay.
I think it's causing some background noise. Just Scotty, brother, good to see you, man. Unknown Challenger, good to see you. Yeah. One comment says here, listen to the police scanner recordings during that time. There were multiple 911 calls of people shooting at the vehicle from the overpass as it drove by. 3rd Precinct duty. Now that can't be verified. I can't verify that right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just reading a comment. It may not be true. Some comments say that he was being shot at by the overpass. So I don't know.
Well, and Bobby said a lady in green arms says to shoot him. So
Car! Do not approach that car! Stay off the street!
Get the kids out.
Get the kids out!
And that's from good old Unicorn Riot. So
yep.
that's what happened in. Let's see if anything happened in Minneapolis this weekend.
Okay, and so, but this is case in point of, while I fully agree, do not dwell, don't obsess.
Yeah.
Don't, you know what I mean? Like, don't waste your life looking at news, but it is important to have a little bit of that knowledge of what's going on. What if you drove into that situation having no clue that situation was going on, or what it's about, or why, and you just drove into a serious scenario now? You don't know the extent of what it is, why it is, how big it is, and where it is.
Yeah.
And that's all details that, like, you just a quick little check in and you can avoid,
Yeah.
you know?
Don't let the bad that's going on take out the good or take away the good. Like Rescue says on his channel, man, make your day a good one.
That's right.
And it
That's
is
right.
personal. It's up to us, you know, to make those steps, to either stop doing the things that we're doing or to do things that we're not doing.
That's right.
You know, like you're saying, you know, and to, you know, not let the bad overwhelm.
That's right.
You know. All right, let's see what's going on.
Look, all those dating channels, you know, those dating podcasts or whatever,
Oh,
they
Lord.
talk about red flags in a person. I have like red flags and scenarios. Like if too many red flags ding off, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's in our best interest to leave.
So this is an interesting comment. I'm just going to read. I want to pick your brain is what I want to do. All these videos I see where a mob surrounds a car, the driver just stops. Why? Just drive. You will win. I promise. And a realistic perspective though, guys, like what is your opinion? You know what I mean? Like, if you were in the scenario, are you the person that just drives through, or do you stop? Because there are, of course you don't want to hurt anyone, but at the same time, you don't want to get drug out of your car in a violent mob. You know what I mean? Or undergo any unnecessary vehicle damage,
But I feel like I'm the person that noticed what was going on far enough back that they just avoided it. You know what I mean?
That's true, but if you look in the video here, he comes from a gridlock. So it's like, you see, there ain't nowhere to go behind you. So if you're in this gridlock, you're only moving forward.
But then
unless you're at the back of it and you have the ability to. But if you're coming off of an overpass, or if you're getting off the interstate or something like that.
Right, I get that. But I'm also the person that understands that if I'm the one car that goes out into this mob, I'll be the one car that gets attacked.
Amen.
So,
a minute detail.
I'm probably going to be the person that just waits in line, annoyed, frustrated, but waiting, because that's if you know what I mean. If you're already in that situation, then you basically got to wait it out. Or enough of you have to go that they can't target just one.
Pray it out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
pray
right.
it out.
That's right.
Wait it out and pray it out, huh?
But I really think what he was trying to do was just inch forward and take a left right here. It would be a left for him, so that he could get out. I think that's all he wanted to do, and they way mistook it. But that's my own assumption and understanding. No. Oh, thank you so much.
Brofist brother, I appreciate the super chat. Jesus is the way.
Jesus
Amen.
is the way. I'm sorry, I'm just yakking and yakking. Oh,
and
look
this
at that
podcast is
beautiful
partially
building.
brought to you by A Minute Detail. Please go check out his channel, A Minute Detail. The link is right there. Thank you, Independent Minnie, for sharing that link. And also go check out Independent Minnie's channel. There was a really great panel that she had last night with Ladies Night, and I think you guys shouldn't miss it. Go check it out and give it a like. And anyway, thank you, brother.
What's up with this architecture? Like, that looks dystopic.
Yeah.
That looks like or what is that, Blade Runner?
Well, it has all that dystopic look to it, not just Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah, there's many.
Again, brother, thank you so much. On My New Detail, Brofist brother. Thank you. Robert, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
What's up, Robert?
Yeah, so we got some comments. Drive through, they made a choice. Choices have consequences. That's very true. That's very true. But you run the risks, run the risks.
If it's a protected protest, though, and you run somebody over, like, watch it. Watch out. It's going to be bad.
I like what D-Dog said. That's what push bumpers are for.
Oh.
That's kind of true. We made something to move cattle out of the way.
Things have changed a lot since the Ohio State incident. I'll say that.
All right, we'll keep her moving then. How about it? Oh yeah, a good little truth bomb.
What role in the Middle East again does Israel play in this?
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the Battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy, a war that would be so terrible, where nuclear weapons will be used, so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. And what is the answer to that? They're going to be told the only way we can guarantee no more war is if we destroy the sovereignty of nations and we come together as one humanity in a one world government.
Right.
And I'm telling you, unless the American people wake up and stop it, starting in about 1996, the Battle of Armageddon will become a reality.
Bill Cooper.
Good old Cooper.
Yeah, good old Bill Cooper. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
An oldie but a goodie.
An oldie but a goodie. An oldie but a goodie.
But by that right, we're doing kind of good, right? Because if it was supposed to start in 96, it's been 28 years, 27 years.
It's been hot it's been hot over there kinetically this whole time.
You can say Gen X and everything is a bunch of dodos, but we're 27 years behind schedule.
All right, let's see what this guy's got.
And Mossad. And a lot of people know now that the entire 9/11 operation was done by the CIA and Mossad. And then furthermore, they created ISIS after that because no one was believing the Al-Qaeda anymore. It was all green screen and the CIA operation. And they said it's all these terrible Muslims. A lot of people know that was the CIA and Mossad. And it totally is. If you look into all the information, it 100% is.
You tell the story about how you tried to find out what
what they call the Mossad when they deal with publicly?
I thought it was a reasonable question, but the trouble is you can't pick up the phone book. There's no Langley in Israel that you can look up, CIA, or in our case, the Mossad. We thought we should ask, what shall we call it in English? You can translate the Hebrew words, as I said, Mossad is institute, but when they write a letter to their friends in the CIA or the British intelligence, what do they call themselves? It took a while. It was a matter of asking the Prime Minister's spokesman. The best you could do, because officially the Mossad is under the Prime Minister's office. And I think he sort of wondered why you want to know and all that, so we explained. And he came up with the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. I mean, if it were to have initials, it would be ISIS. And he came up with the Israeli...
But then they hear about Hamas, and people are like, oh, these Hamas people, they're so evil. They're like killing and raping. There's no evidence of any rape, by the way. And by the way, if you were a real Hamas Muslim, you would never do that, because it's just like with, let's say they're Christian soldiers. You would never hear about a Christian soldier raping someone. If they are, they're not Christian, okay? It's quite clear that that's one of the things they're not supposed to do. But, and then they're like, oh, but they chop babies' heads off. There's no evidence of that. That was all war propaganda to get everyone all hyped up. Oh, they burnt babies alive. No, there's no evidence of that. There actually wasn't really all that much. But they let some guys that they've basically extremified and set up, just like they did with a lot of their groups, and let them run loose for a few hours and didn't do anything. And then they attack 2 million people in Gaza who didn't know anything about any of this, half of which are children. The average age is 18. They're living in extreme poverty. They barely have enough food or water ever, because Israel actually controls it all and turns it off all the time and limits it, which is like a massive, massive crime against humanity. Been going on for a long time. And they just start bombing them based on this false flag, which people need to realize. Please share this with both sides. They need to understand what has happened, or else they're going to fall for everything else that's going to happen. And this is going to lead into World War III, and most people are going to be dead. So, yeah, you might want to let people know if you figured it out. But a lot of people are like, oh, Hamas, they're so evil. It's like Hamas is a well-known, documented Israeli Mossad operation. They run it. This is well-known. Like even Scooby-Doo knew. Hamas? Ah, gotcha, it's Israel. You know, even in the Scooby-Doo cartoons, that was the thing. You had these like really nice people smoking weed with Scooby-Doo, and this bad guy would always try to deceive them. But even in the Scooby-Doo cartoons, they'd always figure it out. But in real life, people don't seem to figure things out so fast. But yeah, it's all Hamas. Like, this is like the Israeli government has said they started it so many times. And in fact, according to ICT papers, Hamas was legally registered in Israel in 1978 under the auspices of Menachem Begin and by Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, a political disciple of Hassan al-Banna, puppet founder of Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood is an equally Zionist organization whose own origins were directly and fully funded by the Rothschild Suez Canal Company from 1928. Both organizations have masqueraded as Islamic. Muslim Brotherhood continues to do so. Yeah, the Israeli government over the decades have said that they regret having started Hamas. Even recently, Mossad chief, so this is like the CIA of Israel, Mossad chief visited Doha, urged Qatar to continue Hamas financial aid. That was in 2019, just a few years ago. The Mossad was urging Qatar to finance Hamas. And also in 2019, here's Netanyahu. He told his Likud party Knesset members, anyone who wants to thwart the establishment of a Palestinian state has to support bolstering Hamas and transferring money to Hamas. This is part of our strategy. So people are like, we got to support Israel as they fight Hamas. It's like, they are Hamas. It's the people in Palestine that are the victims here of Israel and Hamas, which is Mossad. And people are like, well, Israel's just attacking the people in Palestine because of Hamas. It's like, they are Hamas. Like, there's one really good guy here, and that's the people in the Palestine who've been under, living in an open-air prison for, decades. And a super evil group that have used, a false flag attack to go in and bomb and murder and kill so many children, burn them alive. It's actually been heinous. All the heinous stuff has actually been done. All the real heinous stuff, not the lies, has been done against Palestine. And it's just like Malcolm X said. If you listen to the newspapers, they'll have you loving the oppressor and hating the oppressed. And that's exactly what we see going on. But the other thing that most people really don't understand, and this is another thing that people can't get their head around.
Right. So
how controversial was that?
There's a lot. Look, you got to listen to all of it because there's a lot in there that's like, whoo, okay. Yeah. But there's interesting information in there too. So I don't know, but there's a lot going on. I'm trying not to get too far into who's right and who's wrong because man is sinned.
Yeah, I mean, all people are flawed.
Right.
So,
both sides are going to have
there is none righteous, no, not one. All have sinned.
Right, and both sides will have things that have been done against them, So, exactly, both sides have done wrong. But I'm just putting my faith in God and trying to watch for the next, the next thing, kind of. So.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
Oh yeah,
Gaza reconstruction to start by October after 1 billion pledged. That's crazy. Let's see. So this person says, so I heard that there's a reason they're leveling Gaza for a smart city. I haven't looked that hard yet, but the second article I posted talks about a book that was written recently by a bunch of professionals making the case for the smart city. I find it interesting that 1 billion was pledged in 2021, but I wanted to mention a few things. One, I don't remember hearing anything about this Israeli offensive in 2021. It obviously didn't cause as much of a stir as what happened a few weeks ago. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Two, I see so many comments that say Palestinians deserve to be wiped out for voting Hamas into power. The sad part is a lot of Christians actually believe this. Before you use that argument, think about the fact that that was in 2006. That was 17 years ago. A lot of the fighting age men are now that are there now were literal children when that vote took place. The children suffering now weren't even born yet. The U.S. has,
the
T word. A lot of the world based on lies. Can you imagine if another country said we deserve to be wiped out because some of our parents voted for Bush?
Well, I can't imagine because it does happen. But, right,
the reconstruction process comes in 3 stages: residential units, infrastructure, and high-rise buildings.
Okay, so what are the commonalities? Cutting through the politics of it and looking for the commonalities. Both in Lahaina and this, we have these massive tragedies, albeit different causes, right? But then we find out after the fact that, it's alleged after the fact that money has been pledged and there were plans of smart cities for these areas. Now, time will tell if that turns out to be true or not. I know they're working on, the line.
Yeah.
We actually just did a check-in on that a couple of months ago. I'm sure there's new, well, actually, I say I'm sure there's new progress, but we should actually look and see what's up with that. But, just interesting.
Well, let's see. I don't know if you want to read all this.
No, that's all right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So there's been a lot of talk in the news lately, or really not even in the news, but on the interwebs and the social medias about a draft. But, both people laughing that we're screwed if there's a draft. People, expressing concern for a draft. Other people saying, no, don't worry about it. There's not going to be a draft. And then other people worried about the gender of who's going to be drafted if there were a draft. But listen to this. What do you think about this?
Z is going to get drafted. No, the fuck we're not. And you know why I know that? Because we're just going to say no. How are they going to actually force us to get up and go to war? I understand it was like that in like the 1940s. What else is there to do in 1940 besides shoot people? We have things to do nowadays. We have twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, lie. And we're also like really mentally ill. I have like 6 of these. What makes you think I'm qualified to have a gun? Like within 600 feet of anybody, including myself. And finally, like, guns are like so tacky. Like, can you imagine just like pulling up with a gun? Like, that is so fucking embarrassing. Like, what is this, the Revolutionary fucking War? No. Like, let's just chat. Let's just talk. There's no need for all the like, no. No. That's not gonna happen, don't worry. Why is everybody saying Gen Z is gonna get drafted? Like,
Okay. And this is why our military is going to be mostly foreign folks. All right. No, I'm just kidding. Not everybody is out there like this, but then that's worrisome for those that aren't, because it's like, well, how many of your comrades around you are?
One comment here says, I would have thought by now the U.S. population, especially the gun community, would realize the government is not your friend. The government isn't something to die for, and making up the excuse that you're dying for your country is BS. As I speak, our country is being run by foreigners with Middle Eastern ties.
Well, I will say this. I think that, I've heard people, saying, oh, well, if our troops are overseas, we're open for attack. That leaves us vulnerable. I actually feel the opposite. I feel that even if there were, most of our strongest military is outside of draft age now and would be left at home. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't worry. It's still behind every blade of grass.
One comment says, put him at the front line and say, just talking out. We are definitely in the weak men phase. These are the kind of people that should get drafted. The faster natural selection does away with that gene pool, the better.
Okay, and then here's another tinfoil hat theory. And I'm not saying that this is the way it is, guys. Sometimes I'm just spitballing ideas. But, okay, think about this. This generation that's been heavily affected by trans movements and things like that, the extreme side of it, okay? The body mutilation, the self-sterilization, like that side of it, right? Okay, well, what is, you know what I mean? Like they're almost fodder to these folks, because what is the long-term, so what they're, and I don't mean this meanly with hate whatsoever. I'm actually saying this rather lovingly. What is the long-term goal? They're just going to be on hormones for decades. I hear about people that have been going on hormone therapy and doing this, that, and the other, and their bodies are literally falling apart. Okay. So all these people that, like, they don't actually see them in the future. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a self-tied end, if you will. Anyway, I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, it makes sense. I'm hearing you. But that right after, let's see, Russia says America will not be at the center of coming New World Order. Isn't that just weird terminology to be using these days? I mean, it's like right out in the open, man. Russia has criticized the United States president's assertion that Washington must be the driving force in a New World Order, saying such an American-centric vision is outdated. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told reporters on Monday that while he agrees on the need for a new world order, he does not believe the U.S. should be at the helm. Any new system should be free from the concentration of all mechanisms of world governance in the hands of one state, he said. So dissolve all foreign sovereignty is what that's going to be. Like, And that's been the plan all along, and that's what we're moving towards, and that's what they have us in. But that doesn't mean we have to get caught up in it and be doom pill or black pill or sad and all that. We still have, God, and he will make a way for us, and we just have to focus on, how we treat others, what we say and what we do matters. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And by testifying that, you know, Jesus is the way.
That's right.
You know, and how God has affected you in your life and moved in your life. Peskov was responding to a speech U.S. President Joe Biden delivered on Friday in which he addressed the U.S. engagement in foreign crises from Ukraine and Taiwan to Israel. During his remarks, Biden said the world order of the past half century was running out of steam, and America needed to unite the world in a new order to forge peace. I think we have a real opportunity to unite the world in a way it hasn't been in a long time and enhance the prospect of peace, not diminish the prospect of peace, Biden said. Peskov responded, in this part, we disagree because the United States, no matter what world order they talk about, they mean an American-centric world order. That is a world that revolves around the United States. It won't be that way anymore. The clash of words reflects a deepening chasm between the two global superpowers, which are bitterly opposed over Russia's war in Ukraine and Moscow's blooming alliances with American rivals such as Iran and North Korea. Since Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, the U.S. has imposed wide-reaching sanctions on Kremlin-linked individuals and entities and supplied Ukraine with tens of billions of dollars in humanitarian, financial, and military aid. What do you think about that? Mm-hmm. So either the guy had a heart attack or he's saying that we're not going to be, it's crazy what's in the news out there, man. It's crazy everything going on and how divisive it all is. That's the one thing that's really shocking is to see how divisive, how much it, because, you know, if we're taking that divisiveness, then we've already let them conquer. Yep. I mean, you have. That's the first foot in the door. Mm-hmm. Divided we, united we stand, divided we fall. And there's a lot of division where we, allow opinions to dictate community and relationship, and essentially pride.
That's right.
Pride again is the problem. God resists the proud. Okay, pride comes before the fall. Pride isn't good, man. You know what I mean? And I mean we've all got to be on our guard, and that's what I mean about focusing on you, what you say to others, and these days, man, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. All right, we're gonna get rid of some of this and move on. What is next here? All right, let's just see what this lady has to say.
Since the beginning of time, and lots of people have been caught in the crossfire. And the irony is, forgive me, I don't even know if I always pronounce that word wrong, but the irony is, for some of us, the war has been just the last few years, like the amount of people that have died from medical injury or suicide, losing their businesses, their families, their right to be a part of society. Some of us, the war is the war on our children, and this woke movement, children removing parts of their body at such a young age. And I've seen countless posts now of people, regretting that. But of course the war's terrible, like it is. Of course I don't think it's great that children are getting murdered and people are being harmed. I think my point is people are being harmed on so many different platforms. And if a person is posting that I'm a shit starter from posting something like this, and they're talking about we're about to go to war, and I'm thinking, you're right, like when we are at war, we're not going to care about all that stuff in the moment. But war, people have different contexts of what war is. It's just facts.
And that was her responding to that comment there. And that's a part of that divisiveness, man.
But the point of kind of that I took away was that, like, okay, everybody is fighting a war of some type, whether, everybody is fighting a spiritual war, whether they realize it or not. But there's other wars, some people are fighting, wars against, cancer and ailments. Some people are fighting wars against theologies. Some people are fighting wars against, just, their own flaws and areas that they need to work on. So, I think it was coming from a place of compassion.
Unspecified V, it's good to see you. I just want to say hey to Unspecified V and Ronnie York. What is up, my brother? Ronnie, what is up? It is good to see you, brother. I can't wait to see you go live, man. I can't wait for y'all to get some more videos going. That was some good stuff you were sharing over there, man. Miss hanging out with y'all. Let's see. William, good to see you, William. All right, so
as a teen, we always talked about like, oh, what are all these people with all these tattoos gonna look like when they get older? And she's not like, I can't peg what age she is, because she both looks old and young, because of the gray hair and but then so anyway, but she looks great.
She's got a filter.
No,
she should, I think, yeah.
Like an old filter?
I don't know, not an old filter, but like a young filter.
Oh.
Crap, David. I wish I knew what video you were talking about, man. I wish I would have seen the video you sent me. Dadgummit. Where'd you send it? Hope I didn't miss it. Let's see.
All people.
Lord Spike Protein, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
All people look so much alike. It's really only the size of your upper lip that changes.
That's not true.
That's pretty true. There's a few categories, and variation of upper lip is the difference.
Well, in our neck of the woods, there was this crazy incident that we don't normally deal with, pileups here in our area. That's more of a northern thing on ice, but apparently if you didn't know, not that you guys would care very much what's happening down here in the swamp, but 7 dead after super fog caused huge pileup in New Orleans. Technically it was outside of New Orleans, but we'll go ahead and call it.
Right.
It was close enough.
It was fog and smoke from the marsh fires that mixed together and made like this super fog.
That's the cover up.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Look at that. So
yeah.
That's what your mom was talking about. Because at first they were only reporting 2 dead, but people on the ground a car went over. That car that went over, that driver survived.
That's a terrible way to be. I used to hunt and fish right here in this water. This bridge right here is
we travel this like all the time.
This is where I came from. So like this is where this is my stomping grounds back in the day.
Yep.
It's just crazy.
And that's a hefty little fall. That's like a 50-foot drop.
I don't know. It's probably about a 40, 30.
Fine, but it's still.
Showing. Crazy thick fog. I don't know if I'm believing the official story. I'm not trying to come up with some crazy alternate story.
I know that on this very road, years back, I was driving to work and there was a tornado warning out and the fog was so thick. I was on the phone with you. I was driving into Hammond and the fog was so thick. I was like, well, if there is a tornado like right here, I wouldn't be able to tell. And that was without smoke. And this particular, like this section of the interstate, I mean, it's 65, 70 miles an hour. So, and people like are known for booking it in this area specifically.
When we were doing roadside, we would get calls right out here to go change tires. And, it was the most dangerous place because it is so somewhat isolated. There are rarely cops out there, and Louisiana drivers got to be honest, or if you're from Louisiana, you know what I'm talking about. Folks around here are highly entitled, super up their own butt, not paying attention.
You're not driving over towns. Like there's Manchac, which is a little village on the water, like it's all houseboats and stuff. And so like you're driving over like natural Louisiana swamp and in between 2 major lakes. So like it's very It's a highway up in the sky in the middle of nowhere.
Yep, pretty much. It's a dangerous road, and this is absolutely expected if, because that's just how these drivers are out here in Louisiana, at least.
2 tankers exploded, though.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Terrible, man. That is just, and probably not everybody was because sometimes a lot of this stuff, people will they'll see that something has happened and slow down, but people who aren't paying attention will come and hit them.
Right.
So it just it's just crazy.
Now I worry because
pay attention to the road, folks.
The amount of weight and heat generated, I worry about.
Yeah, I don't trust that bridge.
Yeah, I'm worried about the structural integrity. So we may not go that way for a while.
Yeah. All right, let's keep her moving here. So this is from Kevin Sorbo here, the former Hercules. Let's.
Oh yeah, Craig, we got to check on Middendorf's.
Yeah, man. Middendorf's. That's the place for the fried catfish. I grew up in that place, man.
No, they got the Gator Bites.
Gator Bites, but they're known for thin fried catfish. That's what they're known for.
Blech.
World famous.
Blech.
Oh man, you got to come try it. All right. Is she serious?
War is always bad, specifically for the planet. If we want to continue fighting battles like environmentally conscious humans, we must make the change to sustainable tanks and weaponry. There are so many new concepts for battery-powered fighter jets that can carry many more missiles, biodegradable missiles, of course. Something literally...
Check out Red Shoes.
Oh, Red Shoes. No place like home.
I don't know. Well, I'm the esoteric.
Yeah, the Yellow Brick Road. The guy behind the...
I know, but there's a Red Shoe Club.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Everybody can do to stop this nonsense is, for example, block the roads to gardens and farms so the plants don't get overrun by these heavy, heavy tanks. Hand grenades, very important. If you use hand grenades, please use vegan grenades. No animal should have to give their life for all this mayhem and chaos. They have a special sticker on them. You really can't miss them in the grenade market or wherever you buy them. Yeah, I cover all of this and more in my newest book, Vegan Wars.
I ordered Willie magazine.
Okay, so that was I realize now that's funny. Okay. All right. Okay. That right there. I thought it was legit. I thought she said that. It got me. I didn't realize until right now. Okay. Voodoo face. I saw, dude. That one got me. Actually, she was joking, or it was edited. That's funny.
I love how war is bad, especially for the planet. And I'm like, right.
Okay. Well, we'll keep her moving then. I thought that was her really saying that.
It's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. Too. All right, here we go. All right. Now this is legit. Okay, Hillary Clinton snaps after interrupted mid-speech over refusing to call out Joe Biden for getting us into World War III.
Struck by the hypocrisy of the...
Two more people to hear from.
I'm sorry.
You have a chance. Well, I'm not sorry. You sit down.
I know you're not sorry. That's the point. The hypocrisy of this speech. The hypocrisy of the fact that... What do you have? Can you please make a statement about President Joe Biden's speech? This is a clearly warmongering speech. President Joe Biden is calling for $100 billion of funding for Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine, and we're supposed to just bundle these together and pretend like we're going to rush to World War III, and we're all just going to let Hillary Rodham Clinton sit here. Okay.
I'm sorry. This is not the way to have a conversation.
I'm sorry.
If you want to have a conversation, you're welcome to come talk to me afterwards.
You can sit here. Okay, right. You're gonna wait for me, right? Please, I do not believe
I will
you.
Listen to you, and I will respond to you.
I do not believe you.
Do you believe her? Do you think she would really wait and talk to you? Or would you go talk to her if she waited for you?
Oh, I'm sure something would be waiting for you. A nice letter for you to sign.
Would you ever be seen again?
That's what I'm saying. Here, sign here.
You might go take a dip in the Obama's pool or their pond, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, Rescue. I missed that. He said that it said satire on it, and I was like, oh well, I missed that.
Respectfully, I do not believe you.
Well,
and the fact
they
of the
just-
matter is that the American people's voice are what need to be heard.
Yeah,
because,
they are being
because our
heard.
president is not speaking for the American people, and
Well,
neither are
that's
you.
your opinion. That's your opinion.
Yes, that's my opinion.
Well, then sit down. We've heard your opinion. Thank you very much. Now we're going to
I'm
turn
not
to
going to
people
sit down.
who are
I'm
on
not
the
going to
front
stop.
lines
I'm not going
of-
to.
What she's really saying is, get me his name,
You're
because
going-
he's going on the list, dadgummit.
You're the first one to the re-education camp.
Get me his name.
Stop
Working
intervening.
on behalf
I'm gonna wait
of human
here.
rights.
I'm going to exercise my free speech.
But
until,
it's not free speech when you are disrupting
Yes,
everybody
it is.
else's opportunity
It is free
to speak.
speech. This is free speech, everyone. This is free speech. That is not free speech. This is people constructing narratives that are openly hypocritical. I'm sorry.
He almost had the crowd going with him. They almost erupted into a cheer or a roaring of some type. And then they realized who they were dealing with. And they were all like, nope. Too many people have seen me here. It's too easy to find me. It's okay. I'm just going to shush. Yeah.
Incredible hypocrisy.
You know,
tell
maybe
me
you
John
could
Foster
actually-
Dulles went with Eleanor Roosevelt to bring this Declaration of the Rights of Man. John Foster Dulles was involved with the CIA.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're brilliant in your
Oh,
historical
yes, thank you.
cherry
And
picking.
the Pinochet regime.
Oh,
Please, could you
listen.
please inform me about the United States
Okay,
involvement
we are
in these
going
historical
to
things?
we're going to move on
Miss
to
Clinton, will you
Frank
denounce
Kadisha,
Joe
who's
Biden?
actually on
Will
the
you
front lines
denounce Joe
fighting for
Biden's
human
speech?
rights, not
Will you?
just yelling about it. So, Frank, I want to turn to you because you are.
She did handle that like it might be staged. I'm seeing Sergeant Greenleaf said staged. Chuck says paid actor. I don't know that, but it is weird how she was like, okay, so you are out of the public's eye for all this time since 2016, and so you come back and now you're handling getting yelled at in public like a G. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know.
Right, because how long do you think that she would really entertain? But then again, I don't know. I don't know about a lot. And I know that the fakes are getting more and more and more and more and more. Okay, and they're getting realer and realer. So, guys, just we're just here processing it with you. Going through the old processors.
You want to keep her moving?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Remember when the left said Trump would start World War III and crash the economy? Just checking if y'all remember that. Anybody remember that?
Here's a little salt for the wound.
Is that salt?
Hey.
That's not salt. It's true. Don't y'all remember?
That's right.
I remember. Okay. All right. We'll keep her moving then.
Later, Robert. Have a good night.
Robert, bro, have a good night, dude. Bro fist, dude. Much love.
Red said the dude held a sign out front after leaving and Hillary never spoke to him, just as he predicted.
I 100% believe it. I think that big guy got him, carried him off.
Well, he tried to give him the timeout sign, and the guy surprisingly didn't listen. Turns out timeout doesn't work. I don't know if this whole social worker in place of cops is going to work out, guys. If timeout doesn't work in real life scenarios, I'm starting to have second thoughts.
Yeah. We came, we saw, he died. Yeah. All right. What is in this ketchup?
Y'all, I was just making my daughter a corn dog and I happened to notice something white in the ketchup bottle. Literally, it was a full ketchup bottle, so I pour it out in the sink and I want to show y'all what's in it. It literally, to me, looks like pills. I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to contact Heinz, and I'm also going to contact the Walmart that I purchased it from, but I want to show y'all what it looks like.
Good to have you. Curtis, I salute you. Thank you for subscribing.
All right, I poured most of it out in the sink, but here's one right here. Here's another one. They're all like the same color, shape, and size. Like, what is that? So I picked one up and put it up here on the napkin, and I cut it up. And I can't smell anything but tomato, so I don't know. Like, what the heck is this? My daughter has been eating this ketchup It is not expired. Like, I see some more chunks in it. Look, there's another one.
Says drugs.
Does anyone have any idea what this is?
I have a few ideas.
10% tomatoes, 90% junk.
I have a few ideas, okay? I don't think that this is legit. I have seen some with like some mold in it and some really nasty stuff in it, and I believe that. But I don't think this is it. This seems like maybe a brother or perhaps a husband or perhaps maybe an older child had maybe a few pills that they wasn't supposed to have.
And stuffed them in the ketchup for the whole family to...
Not for the whole family. Maybe they was going back. I don't know. I'm just problem solving, okay? You think that like pills that big are just in that? Look, I got Heinz ketchup right now. You want me to go empty it out?
I hope not, but I guess we probably should.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it live on this channel right here.
In a bowl, just
in
right,
a bowl,
right here,
and then we'll look for the
and
pills.
we'll have wasted an entire ketchup bottle.
Look at how she was going after Heinz and Walmart straight away. Okay, so maybe
she wasn't going after.
Maybe her husband was giving her a little Xanax or something to just help calm her down.
The whole family,
babe. Look, you're killing my joke.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't actually think these things, but I also don't actually think that there's pills in the ketchup bottle. Hey, Pooh Bell.
Oh, hello. We have a special guest on tonight's podcast.
This is Pooh Bell.
This is Pooh Bell.
It used to be Princess Leia, but she's Pooh Bell.
She is Pooh Bell. I don't know if you guys can see her, but yeah, there she is. Hello, Pooh Bell. So glad of you to join us. This is my buddy, and that is her butt.
Mayhem says, some people do it just for clout. Yeah, that's legit as well.
Could be. Could be.
What pills are you going to waste like that, though? Ibuprofen, they did say that those don't work. You know, I've seen where Target has taken some aspirin and ibuprofen and stuff off the shelves in certain states. I'll have to look into that more.
I don't know. Rescue says the daughter put some nuts in it to freak their mom out. Yes, indeed. Okay, well, let's keep her moving. All right, so I can't play this one for you because it's graphic. And so this dude's getting beat down, okay? And the guy in red here is about to shoot that guy. I don't know if I'm able to see. He shoots him a lot. Okay, so you know, hopefully that didn't. But you know, Lord help us. Smash the like button. Okay. I just thought it was signs of the times. This stuff's going down. This stuff is crazy. You guys.
Well, and originally you see this, like the context of the video when we first saw it was like, oh my gosh, this poor guy. But nah, like come to find out he was carjacking and two guys caught him.
And this happened in Philadelphia.
This happened in Philadelphia.
So, yeah, according to this comment here says, according to what finally came out, there was 3 people trying to carjack, but these 2 stood their ground. Glad I got the full picture before I judged these 2 for retaliating. Yeah, but it did look like you know, something else.
Oh my goodness, Julie, be careful. Yes, go get something. Yeah, I could tell something was up because, look, they promptly get back into line and proceed to wait in traffic.
But, you know, it's just, you know, signs of the times, man. Some folks are definitely had enough. And fighting back, essentially standing their ground.
That's right.
That's what those laws are there for.
I would not assume...
In my state, we have a kill the carjacker law.
Right.
So
I would not assume anymore that the average person is not armed. You know what I mean? Like there for a while, it was kind of like, yeah, you can assume that most people aren't carrying. I would not assume that anymore. I would assume that most people in the day-to-day, especially men, especially rural, are going to be carrying. But
yeah, I mean, I think
That's
that
a
you should be
projection, I'm
carrying,
sure.
especially at this point.
Right.
But if you just don't feel good about it, it's not for everybody. It's not like we're trying to push this on everyone, but for the able-bodied who can carry, should.
Right.
And be vigilant. Especially in these days. She wants out. And she's trying to tell us.
Where do you want to go?
All right, let's see what's next here. Oh yeah, babe, it's the dog one.
Oh yeah, come on. Hold up.
There we go. Okay. She's made her way out.
She's gonna debate for a minute. Does she really want out? I don't know.
Okay, so glad we got that sorted. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot going on here.
So
I want to ask you
much.
first, what do you do? If this is you, how do you reply to the situation?
Oh, that's not nice because that's gonna make people not like me.
And I didn't mean able-bodied as in, like, I believe that if you can carry, you should carry, period. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by that. Responsibly,
Well, I think that her holding the dog up like she is because this dog doesn't even look like he's trying to be aggressive so much. I think he's just trying to play, and if you
Now
would
look,
just let him smell.
on this first, she takes a face hit right there on that
Yeah.
first fall. So she has been whacked.
And that dog
And this next fall
just took like a 5-foot drop and then got caught by a leash around.
is getting swung around its neck like a... Okay, so that's a back fall. And then we got one more face fall, perhaps. I mean, that is a situation, man. What?
So anyway,
What
look,
in
that
the
poor
world?
dog's getting like drugged beforehand, right?
What are your thoughts? What do you do?
Next.
Okay, we're moving on. I mean, that's what I'm saying. She got knocked out from the jump. I mean, she can't even hardly stay up. It's that first hit. She took that first hit, and poor thing. It was. I mean, so now you've got a dog out here.
Has anyone else noticed an uptick in dog maulings though?
I have
Like
noticed in
stories?
stories an
Yeah.
uptick in dogs doing crazy stuff, either attacking their owners or acting out, acting up.
So what's making the dogs act weird?
I don't know. SE Wolverines. What is up, brother? Much love, my man. Good to see you, dude. I don't know what's going on with the dogs, but maybe it's like the movie Signs.
Maybe, or maybe their food has been, you know what I mean? Like everybody has noticed a change in the quality of food since, the past few years. And I imagine that would trickle down even into animal food or maybe, frequencies or maybe, who knows?
That one dog, that they're just swinging him around by his neck.
I know. This woman and that dog needs checked up on. But look, I'm going to say, like, I know everybody likes a big dog, but realistically, you got to ask yourself if this dog takes off running and will not listen to you, are you able to hold it?
Yeah.
Because I see so often, like, these little, like, 100-pound girls soaking wet, like, carrying big, huge dogs
That's
on
true.
a leash.
I've
And
seen
it's
that.
like, girl, this dog would take you for a Nantucket sleigh ride.
That's right.
If he wanted to.
That's right. All right, we'll keep her moving there. This is disturbing. I know. It's terrible. It's terrible, but the question stands. Why did nobody question this? Why didn't anybody be like, yo, what was that picture? And I ain't going to listen to this filth no more, but people will turn on you and be like, oh, you're not going to listen to the Beatles? What kind of weirdo doesn't listen to the Beatles?
Why? I don't want to look at this. That's terrible.
I know. It's terrible, but dadgummit.
That's terrible.
And then this
Did
one,
it get published? Like, did people notice it?
it was definitely published. All right, so this is an interesting situation. A satanic Freemason ritual shelter has been discovered in Israel, where a substantial amount of material, including videos, was recorded. Similar sites dedicated to Satan Masonic worship are found throughout Israel and around the world. So that's weird. I thought I don't know.
Right. Again, this is
this is the outside of it. It's like a bomb shelter or an old bomb shelter. Weird. I think the whole thing is weird.
פינו את זה.
זה לא אומר שיש פה משהו קבוע.
הנה זה פה הם שמו את זה. זה הפסלים שלהם של העבודה זרה. מה? פה זה הפסלים שלהם של העבודה.
See, one of these is, well, there's two pillars in here. One of them is black and the other one is like the globe. See?
But it looks like an inflatable beach ball globe. And I could be wrong. And then that skull looks super fake.
Yeah, it did, but...
הכנסים שלהם של העבודה זרה הזאת. זה ממש נטמעים, צריך לטבול במקווה אחרי שהם נמצאים פה.
אולי זה סתם עובדים זרים?
לא, זה לא. יש להם פה כל מיני דברים.
I don't know, really weird. Really weird. Looks abandoned. It doesn't look well kept. It looks like, you know, it's not really in use.
It looks more crammed than I would expect.
Well, yeah, but, you know, certain circumstances,
yeah.
You know, this is probably like a low-level Blue Lodge or maybe more. I don't know. That first room over here looked like a mystery school where they teach the old ancient mysteries and all that.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, that's for sure.
It's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna have to reset my screen here.
Hey, chap.
Chap, big chap, what's up, man? It's like a underground Masonic temple. Of course, we know they use the daggers in their initiation. All the brothers get together and point their daggers at the new member, and they make them swear blindfolded that they'll, you know, keep the secret and all that.
Look right there. Pause. It looks inflatable. You see the seam right there?
See, that looks like a classroom where they teach ancient mysteries and stuff like that. Because, you know, those elite clubs, a lot of them do teach. But that's the outside. Really weird. It looks like an old bomb shelter or something.
But it's interesting that, like, they're, you know.
In Israel.
Right.
Which, of course, I mean, why wouldn't they be in Israel? I mean, you know. Underground clubs, man. Hibby-jibbies. Oddness. The weirdos in the group are going to be the ones meeting in the clubs underground. You know what I mean? And they don't like being called weird, so, you know, let's move this. Okay. All right. Oh, what is this about?
This is the U.S. Army's concept of the soldier of the future. This video makes it look like it's just a better equipped soldier. But notice the words neural engineering. That can mean a brain implant that connects a human to computers. The defense agency DARPA has been working on an advanced implant that would essentially put the human brain online. There could also be eye and ear implants and more circuitry under the skin to make the ultimate fighting machine. Americans are going to have to decide whether this is ethical, because some in our military clearly want it. The super soldiers of the future could simply have enhanced abilities, or they could be part man and part machine, what are known as cyborgs. China is already developing biologically enhanced super soldiers, using what former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe called unethical medical experiments.
This is a big effort on the part of the Chinese government, and it is really horrifying.
China expert Gordon Chang says it's part of a Chinese government plan to create a master race through genetic editing.
They're trying to create a race which is far more intelligent than the rest of humanity. And with super soldiers, they'd be stronger, less susceptible to pain, just better soldiers. This is eugenics. This is creepy. There are no...
This is the U.S. Army's concept of the soldier of the future.
Yeah, that's definitely creepy.
Right. It's alleged, you know. Nobody.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a thing right now, but I guarantee you that they're playing with it behind closed doors.
Right.
You know, behind the scenes, what they don't let the public see. There's probably all kinds of crazy tests and stuff, which I've seen some videos of reporters going into a DARPA facility, and one soldier, they're trying to make a human. He's sitting there. The kid looks terrible. He's sitting in like a hot tub tank, or something like that, and they're testing on him. I mean, it looks terrible. Okay, and they're trying to act like it's okay, like it's normal. And I wish I could find that, man. That video. And there, you know, the point of the project that this kid, he's hooked up to a dialysis machine, and they're taking blood in one side, and they're taking blood out of one side and putting it in the other, and they're trying to make it to where he can survive, or they're trying to make a machine that will help him withstand sub-zero temperatures.
Dude, that sounds like that Titan movie. Do you remember?
I'm just saying, man, they got some crazy stuff going on behind closed doors. That's why we all need Ronnie to get them streams going. That's right. You know what I mean? With that crazy info.
If you follow us up with a Ronnie, sometimes it just connects the dots in a more in-depth way.
Huh. All right, let's keep her moving. All right. So
Ronnie, that's your sign. You should go live. I don't know if you were thinking about it. But you should be thinking about it, man.
One arrested following bomb threat in food delivery robots at Oregon State University. Hold on.
We all knew that these were going to be
this evening, Oregon.
These were going to be trouble. Okay, I didn't know it was going to be this fast or this, original. I would say.
State University is investigating a bomb threat that resulted in an urgent campus alert. The threat involved robots that deliver food on campus. People are advised not to open the robots and to avoid them. This emergency alert is now over. The school says it inspected all the robots and did not find any explosives. One person has been arrested.
So don't open the food robot, okay? It's crazy, man, that they're pushing all this. We're going to be in a new world soon, huh? You know?
Let's meet Plato.
The philosopher?
I think it's a waiter.
I don't think it's going to let it load.
Oh.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yes. That's all right.
I don't think so. All right. Keep it moving. Adobe creates an animated dress that can change designs in just 1 second.
The future.
Oh, the future. Here we are.
The future is now.
Primrose, a digital dress that brings fabric to life.
Unlike traditional clothing, which is static, Primrose allows me to refresh my look in a moment.
That is wild. I mean, come on, that's crazy.
It doesn't have to be static. We can also animate the designs.
That's insane.
It does have embedded sensors inside of it. I don't always have to press the button, and I would love to show you how that works. So right now in this mode, you can see nothing's really happening, but as I kind of turn and move, the dress will respond. The dress should respond.
Respond.
Let's try it. One more time, hang on.
There we go.
Here we go.
All right.
There it goes. Live demos, everybody. Introducing Project Primrose.
Primrose.
Mm-hmm.
Project Primrose. Adobe unveils. Okay.
You know what?
A dynamic dress.
Can we just cut to the chase and let the dress be a TV screen? Just put a football game on it and call it a day. All right? Let's go.
Boobs and tits.
Right. I'm like, if you wear this, the idea, like, anybody looking at your eyes ever again is gone. Like, you don't even have a face. I'm just looking at your dress.
Man, okay. If your Adobe license expires, the dress becomes see-through. I don't know. That's weird.
But think about it. You could download new images. Like, think about that. So that'll be the new thing. You can download a new skin. All right? It was always meant to be skin. It was always meant to be skin, babe. That's why it's called skins.
Okay.
Well, all right. That's more. I'm gonna go tell the kids that. No, they're asleep. Dang it.
So females could never hate each other for over wearing the same dress at a party.
Right. So, right. Exactly. Because it's like, all right. Well, I'll just change my dress to like green then. I don't know. There's a world of possibilities here.
Okay. All right. What else we got? What is this?
A little uplifting gold. Okay. A little
okay.
nostalgia for you. All right. Remember the good old days?
DJ.
Okay. Okay, go to mama.
Get over here.
Go to mama.
Come here.
Don't let go of it.
Can I hold it?
Sure.
And your total is 852. Thanks a lot. The red one's due by tomorrow before midnight.
Sorry.
I don't know. That's kind of bittersweet.
No, it's just sweet for me. No, because like if you were going to the BlockBuster on the way home or something, like you knew it was about to be the best weekend. All right, I'm talking cozy. I'm talking popcorn. I'm talking sweets, sours. You know, get that citric acid. Like, oh, pixie sticks maybe even.
Remember when your life
Pizza
was like in order and you had a schedule and you could choose a movie night and
I can't look back like that.
like, all right, it's gonna be a movie night tonight. Order pizza.
I really want like a pizza now.
Be kind. Rewind.
Oh,
Yes,
I remember
indeed.
that.
Unspecified
But look,
B.
see, it's only sweet for me because we still have a VHS, you know, and so like we can.
We have multiple.
That's right.
Yeah, man. I ain't letting that gold go. It's still gold, man. Because look, when the hurricane comes and the internet goes bye-bye, the generator can still run the VHS. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's change is not always good during emergencies. You know, the old ways tend to be better in emergencies.
That's right.
It's really weird how that works. Anyway, move her on. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. A lot of us can relate to this.
It, though. Hold on, mute it until it restarts. They've done something.
No, wait. There needs to be a new edit, okay, where they're showing them dancing, and it's like, you know, because that's what's going on.
No,
they're just up
this
there
is
farting on
real,
stage, man.
Okay, look, my age is old right now, and somehow the 50 and 60-year-olds are like what my age is supposed to be. Some sort of shenanigans,
Witchcraft.
trickery. Yeah, witchcraft is at foot here. Okay, I want my youth back, please. Thank you. All right. I was thinking that when they were on at the Super Bowl halftime show, I was like, these women are in, like, Shakira's almost 50 and J-Lo's in her mid 50s, and she was touching herself inappropriately on the stage. 55-year-old woman.
Will you quit touching yourself in front of all these children?
Touching her panini on stage, okay? That's wrong. That's weird. I remember my grandma when she was 55, okay? That's weird. Weird.
Okay, moving on.
Don't even get me started on Cher. How old is Cher?
Too old.
She. Anyway, that's me. That's me. Yeah, the whole kit and caboodle.
That's these days, man.
I thought this was interesting.
Adam, 130. Seth, 105. Enosh, 90. Canaan was 70. Mahalaleel is 65. Jared was 162. Enoch was 65. Methuselah was 187. Lamech was 182. Noah was 502. Holy cow. Okay. Shem, 100.
Arphadeix.
Well, I was going to go all the way down here to Abraham, 75. Enters land of Canaan.
Mm-hmm. But it's counting the years.
I know.
Right. And I've done this. I've gone through the Bible and like I have my notebook and checked it out. Because it tells you both how old they were when they had their child and then how old they lived after that. So if you just add it up from, until they had their child and then go to their child and until they had their child, you can add it up. And anyway, go ahead.
Isaac, Jacob, Judah, Perez, Hezron, Ram, Aminadab, Nahshon, and then Exodus. Solomon, Boaz, Obed, Jesse, David, Solomon, the temple. And that's truly what I believe. This is just a much better version. That's really cool. Is that at that museum with Noah's Ark?
I believe so.
I do believe in a young earth. I don't believe in millions and billions of years. That's faith-based. So there's two faith-based systems. You know what I mean?
Yep.
One is trust the science, right? And then the other one is actually backed up and repeatable by science. And it has a historical text to back it up.
That's right.
But yeah, cool. I do believe that.
Adam only missed walking with Noah by a couple of generations.
Yeah, and there was a point where God limited the days of man.
Yes.
To 120 years.
Yep.
Let's see. How old is the Earth? We see so many claiming it's billions of years old, where according to estimates from the Bible and history, it's only a couple thousand. I believe in the mighty, limitless power of my God, the creator of the universe. Then God said, let there be light, and there was light. Genesis 1:3, the Bible tells us that God spoke the earth into creation. He is all-powerful and holds all things together. This same God wants a relationship with you. He wants to be your loving Father. He wants to help, lead, guide, and fill you with his peace. You see, because of sin, we fall short of God. That's why he sent his only son, Jesus, to pay the full price for our sins. Because of what Jesus did, you can be forgiven and come into a relationship with God. If you don't have a relationship with God, if you used to and have grown cold, click the link in their bio. And I agree with that, man. I mean, yeah, that connection is important. It's good stuff to read, dude. I'm just saying. All right, let's move into the word, okay? The Spirit of God hath made me, and the breath of the Almighty hath given me life. Job 33:4. Give thanks to God the Father for everything. Ephesians 5:20. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. James 4:8. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. Jesus said, if a man keeps my word, he shall never see death. John 8:51. Psalms 73:28. But it is good for me to draw near to God. I have put my trust in the Lord God, that I may declare all thy works. Remember today what you have learned about the Lord through your experiences with him. Deuteronomy 11:2. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's, your testimony has power. Your tongue has power. Your tongue has the power of life and death. Okay, so speak life. Remember today what you have learned about the Lord through your experiences with him. Deuteronomy 11:2. God always provides. 1 John 4:19, we love him because he first loved us. God said, I am who I am. Exodus 3:14. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding.
That's a big one.
Proverbs 3:5. That's such a big one, man. To let the Spirit renew your thoughts and attitudes and to not lean on your own understanding. Man, that's a big one. That's a big one. It's hard to get there. All right, folks, that's about all we've got this evening on this episode of Unspecified Podcast. I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for hanging out with us this evening. We truly appreciate you. You could be anywhere else. You could be doing anything else, and you're hanging out with us, guys, and that means a lot to us. We're so thankful.
If y'all know you want to do a room raid?
Yeah, if you know of anybody who's live right now and you'd like to go raid their channel or spread some love, we are open and waiting for that go. But other than that, guys, please be sure to join us here next time and don't miss a live. Try to click that notification bell if you haven't already. Check to see if it's clicked there. Subscribe. Hopefully we've earned your subscription. Hopefully we've earned a like. And hopefully we can talk to you in the comments down below. Feel free to comment anything down there. And be sure to share your link or anything that you'd like to share in the comment section down below. I'd love to see you guys down there. There we go, William. I knew it. I was hoping we'd see it, man. That was a dang good show. Yeah.
It's not the same when you're not there, William.
Yeah, that's true.
Anywhere, any of the lives.
I wish we could go meet up at Ronnie's or Big Chaps or something, man. That they always out there slinging the truth. Rescue, thanks for joining us, brother. Have a good night. Wolverines, it was good seeing you, brother. I'm gonna see all you guys around. Subscribe to our friends. We'll see you in their live streams, and pray for us in our schedule. Keep us in your prayers for sure. And hopefully we can nail down a better schedule. Crazy L, good to see you. But with all that being said, guys, I guess we're gonna start our Southern goodbye.
Pinder's live.
Who?
Playing word game.
Let's see. Yes, please subscribe to Independent Mini United's channel. There's the link in the chat. She is live Monday nights on panel or in chat. And hopefully we'll see you guys over there. Latina in Cali says she's ready to go live. Well, get your stuff ready and go live, and we will see you over at Latina in Cali's. We will be checking on the notifications and checking on the channel. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us again this evening. We love you. We will see you guys on the next episode. Brofist us. Find your Brofist emojis or whatever emoji you'd like to share and spam it in the chat, guys. We love you. We will see you guys on the next one. Love raid to Pindar. There you go, Indy. Drop the link. Thank you so much, Indy, for dropping that link, guys. We'll go hang out over there, and hopefully we'll see you guys over there. Much love, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great day, great morning, whatever it is. Go do and don't worry. Brofist me on our way out of here. Much love. I salute you all. Brofist. Have a good night. Brofist, y'all. Much love.
One, 2, 3, 4. If I were the devil, first thing that I'd do is I'd come off like I ever gave a damn about you. I'd let you catch a peek of all your greatest desires. Then I'd watch the flames in your eyes burn like hellfire. Find all the wolves in the land, and I'd make them fight each other tooth and nail and hand to hand. Find all the sheep, make them stir up the pot, 'cause once the wolves have killed each other, sheep are what I want. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if he's red, and I don't know if he's blue. One thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. As I placed that thorny crown on my furrowed brow, well, I'd shine in all the tears of joy yelling from the crowd. I want to brainwash the parents, and I have the world. I'll be in every schoolhouse lecturing little boys and girls. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. The one thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. My final act, I tell you what it'd be. I have everyone so medicated they could never see. My glove and hooves on horned head would be all disguised. And the best part of it all is they comply with their demise. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, need take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see. Well, I'd witness all the atrocities and it'd probably frighten me. So I'd run back home with a story to tell. I'd tell all my demon friends that I always preferred hell. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see.
Then come to me, you weary and heavy laden. I will give you rest. I have much planned for you, Simon, including hard things. Just keep your eyes on me. I promise.